opaque color, and titanium white, for example, is very opaque. So let me show you here. We'll take the old knife, pull the paint out very flat, and just cut across. Get us a little roll of paint, and let's put some little streaky clouds back here. All you have to do is just rub it across the canvas. Just rub. That's all there is to it. Wherever you want them. See there? That little roll of paint. That's all you need. And we got us some happy little clouds. Okay, very lightly, you can blend those. See how that opaque color though stands out against all the transparent colors, and you can take the large brush, and maybe in here you want to put the indication of a little cloud that's just sort of floating around. Just take the brush and very quickly drop it in. It's unreal what you can do with this. You can make some of the most beautiful and striking effects. Okay, now then, today let's build us a mountain. I'm going to start with black and Van Dyke brown and a little bit of Prussian blue in it. Black, Prussian blue, Van Dyke brown. Should be very dark, mostly black. Okay, once again, we cut off that little roll of paint. Let's go right up here. Now then, let's have a big mountain that lives, there he goes, right about here. I let him drop down. See there? You just put him wherever you want him. Very dark, though. And the only thing you're worried about is this nice outside edge. You could care less what's happening inside here. And we just let him flow right on off here. Big son of a gun. Really push that right into the fabric. Right into the fabric. There. Now scrape off all the excess paint. Just really get in there and scrape it. Okay. Now then, we'll take a large brush, grab this, and pull it. Because it's wet, because the clear is on here, it'll move. There we go. And just let it blend downward. This removes excess paint and also gives the illusion that there's mist at the base of this mountain. We just let it wander right on off. We don't know where it goes. Don't really care. Wherever you want it to go. See, just take the brush and tap. Okay, now then, let's put some highlights on there. I'm going to take some dark sienna. Clean off a little spot here. We'll take dark sienna. I'll take some bright red, and I'll reach up here and get some white and pull it through. Add a little yellow ochre. But add all these colors sort of in layers here. See, don't overmix it. Let all kind of things happen. Okay. Now then, when you cut across there, all those different things will be right in that roll of paint. All these different colors. If you just cut straight across, they're still there. And you can come right up here, no pressure, and you can just lay them all on here like that. And all kinds of little different things are happening in there. All kinds of beautiful, beautiful colors. That easy. Okay. Put some up here on this big son of a gun. Let it come down wherever you want it. There. See, just let all these things happen. People will think you work for months to get all these different colors. And it's all in the loading of the knife. All in the loading. It happens automatically. You don't even have to worry about it. I'm going to get the small knife. I want to go over on the other side before I do too much here. We'll put in some shadows. I'll take some Prussian blue, a little touch of white into it, and let's go right up here. Got a little bit of dark sienna in there too, and just pull it down. Prussian blue, dark sienna, and I'm not mixing these very much. I don't want them hardly mixed at all. Just pull down. Okay, maybe we'll do it that way, right in here. Got a little bit more. See, that's simple. You can put in all kinds of beautiful, beautiful, striking little highlights. Maybe right here we'll have this one come right on down. We'll have a little projection here, and we'll just sort of let them meet right there. Just wherever you want them. Just sort of work your colors back and forth. Let them come together. Come together. Like so. But you can make some of the most fantastic little effects. And they just sort of happen. Just sort of happen. Now then, we'll bring this maybe right on around. Just make up your mountain the way you want it. There we go. Let's take a little bit of light color. Maybe the light's really zinging right through there. It plays all in that dark area. It's a super way, though, to make some of the most beautiful little mountain effects you've ever seen. There. Okay. That gives us a pretty nice little mountain. It's black and blue, little brown in it. Very dark, though. Should look black. Okay. Continue to pull it out flat. Get our little roll of paint right out on the edge. And maybe here, let's do this. Let's get brave today. Maybe this big son of a gun just comes right on down. Put a little bump right there. Just sort of let it go. Very dark. I want this to almost be black. Very dark. And we'll play some games with contrast here. Now, if you had the liquid white on the canvas when you've done this, it would dilute your color. It would not be near as dark. And I want this to be very, very dark. It should look black. Okay, now I'm going to grab that and just pull it. There we go. That is very rich, very dark. Now then, I'm going to take Prussian blue and white, but mixed very, very dark. I want it very dark. Add a little black to that there. Very dark. Cut off a little bit of paint. Tell you what, let's do. Let's have some nice rocks that live out here too. We need a nice stone that lives. There he is. Nice big old stone. And in your world, you decide where all these little rocks and stones live and just drop them in. Just put them in wherever you want them. Give them a little touch of highlight up here. That's pretty. Pretty. Like so. There's some right there. See how easy it is to make all these little rocks. Okay, maybe we want someone to... Yeah, we can't leave this side out. We'll put a big one right out here. It lives out here on the corner. He watches and sees what happens out here. There we go. Put some highlights on him. Some little brighty, shiny things. There they are. It's the same colors we used on the mountain. Just sort of mixed on the knife. Tell you what. Let's take these big old trees here. Just put the indication of some bark out here. Touch it, sort of pull it round. Give it a little round pull. Just like so. That's those same old mountain colors. I'm still using them here. Here. There. Maybe a little bright color right in here where the light's striking. And let's go over to the other side. Don't want these little trees left out. We'll put a little color on them too. Now they'll stand out against those dark, dark colors in the background. It's fantastic. I thought you'd like this. And it shows you that what you can do using the clear. Okay, take a little thinner, or you could use the liquid clear. We put some clear on the brush and And crimson, I'll put more crimson in there so it goes sort of to the lavender side. We'll cut off a little roll of paint. It should live right on the edge of the knife there. Let's go up in here. All right, maybe back in here in our world, we'll just put in a very basic little shape. There, we'll have a little ridge of mountains, something like so. There, and I don't want to have a lot of big sharp peaks in this, just a little ridge. There. I spent a little time up in British Columbia a while back, and they have some of the most gorgeous mountains like this. I just absolutely adore them. They're so big, just huge mountains. Okay, now the only thing we're worried about is this nice edge up here on top. The rest of it, we don't even care at this point. Later on we will, but right now we really don't care. Yeah. This brush has got a little paint on it, but it's all right because I'm just going to grab it and pull it down. There, you don't have to clean the brush to do this because all we're doing is removing excess paint and blending it downward. Something about like so. See how that paint moves? Now if the canvas was dry, we'd be in Agony City right about now. That paint just slides right on the liquid white though. Makes it work so easy. Allow the canvas to work. Shoot, I'm lazy. I look for easy ways to do things. All right, pull the paint out as flat as we can get it. I'm gonna reach up here and get a little touch of black. I want to gray it. Be right back, get a little more. There, a little bit of black. Just mix it, but I'm not over mixing it. Maybe I'll even put a little touch of bright red in there. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice, I like that. Flat as you can get it. Then cut across and get a little roll of paint. Once again, see, pull it out flat. Just a small roll of paint, lives right on the edge of your knife. Okay, let's go up in here. Now, we're going to check out and see how delicate you are. No pressure. Just touch it and allow it to glide right down the canvas. No pressure. No pressure. See there? Very gentle. Very, very gentle. Easy. It doesn't take a lot of paint. But it does take a very delicate little touch. There, just gently, gently caress the canvas. There we are. See there? Okay, maybe even over in here, light will strike right now. You have to decide where you think light would strike on your mountain. Let's take a little, use a little Prussian blue. It's darker than the phthalo blue. Maybe you can put a little black in it. A little black, even touch a little Van Dyke brown in there. Oh, that's good. That's a good color. And that will be our shadow color. Once again, leave it sort of marbled. Cut off that little roll of paint, just like we did before. And then we can go back in here and begin picking out little areas that we think are in shadow. And just touch it. Give it a little pull. Very gentle. Very, very gentle. See? No pressure. Absolutely no pressure. Just begin adding in all those little shadow areas. Here's one. Just wherever you think they should be. And we're just going to play shadows and highlights back and forth here. Back and forth and back. There. Something about like so. Alright, see, we'll touch a little highlight color. And that easy. You can make all kinds of little things happen. And maybe down in here, yep. Look at there. Maybe it gets a little bigger down here. We don't know. In your world, you create any illusion that you want. Any illusion that you want. Because you can do that here. There we are. Painting is nothing but games of illusion. All right. There comes one. You knew it was there, didn't you? All right. Okay. Now see that little bit of pink here is it's going to show through when we're done. And it'll look like a little bit of pink-like mist that's sort of floating around the base of this old mountain. Maybe I'll have a big tree over here, so I won't worry too much about that. You know me. I like them old big trees. And chances are for this is over. We'll do one. There we go. This is an excellent way to practice using the knife. Make mountains. When I was learning to paint with an old knife, I used to take a big old canvas, like 30 by 40 inches. And I'd start at the top of it and start painting mountains. And I'd paint from top to, just wipe your knife off, go back over it. The more you rub it, the more it'll go away. Till it just disappears. See there? Now we got a little waterland lives right there at the base of all this. But make these lines basically straight. If they're not straight, it'll look like your water's going to run out of your painting, and that'll bother you. I know sometimes I know you've looked at paintings, and you'd look at the painting and you'd say, something's wrong with that painting, but I don't know what it is. Your logical mind tells you what's wrong with it, even if you don't see it. And sometimes it can be there's another big old tree. And maybe, you know, when I lived in Alaska, you'd see times when there was a little bit of snow still showing. And snow, it'd begin to snow maybe, and the grass was still there, and little patches of snow. So we'll take that same mountain color. Or maybe in your world you want this just to be little pieces of land that are showing. It's up to you. You decide. But just like you put the highlights on the mountain, barely touch the canvas and let the paint break. And by break, I mean all these little holes that it has in it. There we are. See all them little holes? And we'll come back and we'll put some grass all the way around those. And let's see, a little bit of the liquid white. We'll take a little yellow ochre, a little touch of that bright red. Ooh, that's a nice color. Be right back. Grab a little crimson and put in a little Van Dyke in there with it. Ooh, that's nice. There, leave it marble. Cut off our little roll of paint. Let's go up in here. Put us in a little tree trunk. We don't want that little tree to fall over because it don't have no bones in it. There. It's got to have a little skeleton. There we go. Now our big tree. Oh, big tree. This is Papa Tree here. There. Looks like Mama and Papa Tree and all of her children. Could be. Who knows? Who knows? Put a little bit of the liquid white. Oh, get some sap green. Maybe I'll get a little black too. That'll darken it a little bit more. I like it. I want a dark green color here though. There, load the brush full of color. Let's go right up in here. Now let's come right in here and let's just put the indication of some leaves, some highlights on these little rascals. There we are. A few right in here. There they come. Now, our old big trees. Which one's in the front, which one's in the back? Big decision you got to make. I think this one's behind, so we'll do it first. But in your world, maybe you want this one to be the tree in the foreground. It's up to you. Okay, a little paint thinner. I'll add a little yellow ochre to that too, just to change the flavor. There we go.